Welcome to this groundbreaking course on the future of AI-powered video production, Manus plus Google Veo 3 integration, the next era of AI filmmaking. In this lesson, we're setting the stage for an incredible journey. Whether you're a filmmaker, content creator, marketer, or simply curious about where video production is headed, you're in the right place. This integration is more than just a technological advancement, it's a paradigm shift. So, what are we talking about here? We're combining the best of both worlds. Manus AI brings its intuitive, creative interface, and Google Veo 3 delivers cutting-edge video fidelity and native audio generation. Together, they are transforming what it means to create a video. Until now, producing a cinematic quality film required extensive technical knowledge, a large team, and often a high budget. But thanks to this integration, that's changing. Imagine inputting a simple prompt, like a rainy night in Tokyo with a samurai on a rooftop, and instantly getting a video with lifelike visuals, synchronized dialogue, ambient sounds, and cinematic camera angles. That's the promise of Manus and Veo 3. This is not science fiction. This is today's reality. Over the next several lessons, I'll guide you step by step through how it works, how you can use it to generate professional quality videos, and how to customize every detail, from mood and dialogue to scene transitions and character consistency. You don't need to be a technical wizard or an expert filmmaker. All you need is your creative vision. So buckle up, because the next era of filmmaking isn't coming. It's already here. Let's dive in and unlock the full potential of this powerful integration. Let's take a closer look at Manus AI. What exactly is it, and why is it revolutionizing the way we create videos? Manus AI is an intelligent creative assistant designed to empower storytellers, people like you and me, to generate high-quality, cinematic video experiences without the traditional barriers of filmmaking. Think of it as your virtual director, screenwriter, and production team, all in one easy-to-use interface. At its core, Manus allows you to create complex scenes, characters, and story arcs through a simple, intuitive system. No need to spend hours learning editing software or mastering cinematography. You just describe your vision, whether it's a suspenseful thriller, a sci-fi adventure, or a heartfelt drama, and Manus helps you bring that vision to life. One of Manus's most powerful features is its ability to generate characters that speak naturally. These aren't just animated figures with robotic voices. Manus creates characters that deliver dialogue with realistic lip sync, facial expressions, and emotional nuance. You'll actually feel like your characters are alive, speaking with intention and reacting to their environment. The audio is just as impressive. Manus syncs speech with perfectly timed sound effects, ambient noise, and even original music scores. So whether your scene takes place in a quiet forest or a bustling city, the atmosphere feels immersive and cinematic. This isn't about cutting corners or settling for low-budget results. Manus AI was built to elevate your creativity. It gives you professional-grade tools without the learning curve, time investment, or team size typically required for video production. In short, Manus AI puts creative control back in your hands. It opens the door to anyone with a story to tell, whether you're producing YouTube shorts, brand videos, or indie films. It's all possible now, thanks to Manus. Now that you understand Manus AI, let's turn our attention to the other half of this powerhouse duo, Google Veo 3. Veo 3 isn't just an upgrade. It's a leap forward in how artificial intelligence interprets and creates video. It's what gives your scenes that polished, Hollywood-level finish, crisp visuals, dynamic movement, and immersive sound. So what makes Veo 3 so special? First and foremost, it converts text and image prompts into high-definition video. Not just any video, but videos that feel rich, real, and alive. Think of a high-speed drone shot over a canyon, or a quiet, emotionally charged moment between two characters. You write it out, and Veo 3 brings it to life with astonishing realism. Veo 3 also features native audio generation. This means it doesn't just animate a character speaking, it builds out full soundscapes. Dialogue, background noise, ambient sounds, even original music are created automatically and integrated seamlessly into your footage. It's like having a composer, sound engineer, and Foley artist working in the background, on demand. Another incredible feature is prompt adherence. That's a fancy way of saying Veo 3 actually listens to what you want. It understands your creative direction and sticks to it with cinematic precision. If you want a noir thriller with shadowy lighting and dramatic angles, that's what you'll get. Want a sunlit fantasy meadow with orchestral music and slow pans? Done. In short, Veo 3 takes your ideas and renders them into visually stunning, emotionally resonant stories. It respects your vision while adding production value you couldn't dream of achieving on your own until now. And when paired with Manus, Veo 3 becomes your visual engine, your sound designer, your lens. Let's see how the integration works in the next lesson. Now that you know what Manus and Veo 3 are individually capable of, let's talk about the magic that happens when they work together. This integration isn't just a handshake, it's a deep collaboration between two AI powerhouses. Together, they form a streamlined, end-to-end filmmaking pipeline that empowers you to create stunning videos from a simple prompt. The process starts with your input prompt. Using the Manus interface, you enter your creative direction. This could be as detailed or as general as you like. Want to describe the mood, setting, characters, camera style, or specific dialogue? You can do it all. Manus is built to understand natural language and adapt to your storytelling needs. Once the prompt is entered, Manus takes over the composition. It acts like your creative director, structuring the scenes, orchestrating the pacing, and building the narrative arc. It determines how characters should interact, how dialogue should flow, and how the emotional beats are presented. Then, Veo 3 steps in to handle the visual fidelity. It takes Manus' storyboard and executes it with incredible realism, rendering lifelike characters, cinematic lighting, camera movements, and audio. This includes synchronized lips, body language, environmental effects, and even music that matches the tone. Finally, what you get is a fully assembled, high-quality video, ready to share, edit further, or publish as is. It's not just about visuals, it's about producing a complete cinematic experience, from concept to execution, all within a single creative pipeline. This level of automation, combined with creative control, is what makes this integration so revolutionary. You provide the vision, and Manus plus Veo 3 bring it to life, with professionalism, speed, and flair. Next, we'll explore how you can fine-tune that vision through prompting and creative control. Now let's talk about what really sets Manus apart: its prompting system and creative controls. This is where your imagination takes the wheel. Most AI tools give you one-shot generation. What you write is what you get, no adjustments, no finesse. But with Manus, you're not just prompting, you're directing. First up, direct style. Manus lets you define the tone, genre, pacing, and visual language of your story. Want the moody lighting and slow tension of a Hitchcock thriller? You can specify that. Prefer the bright symmetry of a Wes Anderson film or the whimsical wonder of a Studio Ghibli-style fantasy? Just say the word. Manus interprets your stylistic direction with a cinematic lens. Next is auto-research. Here's where things get futuristic. Manus isn't just a passive engine, it actively analyzes cinematic grammar. That means it understands how real directors use lighting, pacing, dialogue beats, and camera angles to tell a story. You don't need to know film school terms like shot reverse shot or Dutch tilt. Manus figures it out for you. The intuitive input tool makes prompting feel like having a creative conversation. It's not about scripting with code or inputting robotic commands. You can literally describe scenes in natural language, like a quiet conversation between two astronauts drifting in space as Earth rises behind them. That's all it needs to get started. And maybe the most powerful feature, consistency. If you have recurring characters or themes across multiple scenes, Manus ensures they stay true to themselves. Same look, same voice, same personality. It's like casting your own digital actors and keeping them on brand across your whole production. With these tools, you're not just generating content, you're crafting a coherent, stylized film. Next, we'll look at the cinematic features that make these videos feel like they belong on the big screen. So what does it really look like when you bring Manus and Google Veo 3 together in action? Let's talk about the cinematic features that are now not just possible, but accessible to anyone with a vision. First, we've got native dialogue. This is a game changer. Characters don't just talk, they talk naturally. Their lips move in perfect sync with the spoken words, their facial expressions match the emotional tone, and their gestures feel intentional. This isn't awkward, robotic animation. This is expressive, believable human-like performance, generated directly from your script. You can have conversations between characters that feel authentic and alive. Want to portray tension in an argument, warmth in a reunion, or curiosity in a mystery? Manus and Veo 3 make it possible, all from your prompt. It's like directing actors, except your cast never tires and always hits their marks. Then there's realistic physics. Veo 3 understands how the world works, how rain falls, how smoke drifts, how light bounces off surfaces. It creates subtle environmental effects that pull the viewer in. You'll see wind tousling hair, reflections shifting as the camera moves, or explosions sending debris in all directions. These are the immersive touches that transform video into cinema. And let's not forget multi-shot sequences. Instead of generating a single clip, you can now create complex scenes with multiple camera angles, changing styles, and scene transitions, all within one continuous video. Think of it like stitching together an entire scene from a movie: wide shots, close-ups, pans, tracking shots, all controlled by your prompt. With Manus plus Veo 3, you're not just making videos, you're building cinematic stories with professional flair. You've got dialogue, visuals, pacing, and polish without needing a film crew or studio budget. Next up, we'll walk through a practical step-by-step workflow so you can see exactly how to create a video from start to finish. Now that you know what Manus and Veo 3 can do, let's get practical. How do you actually use this system to create a video? In this lesson, I'll walk you through a simple, step-by-step workflow so you can go from an idea in your head to a finished cinematic product fast. Step 1. Draft your script. This happens in the Manus interface. Here, you'll write out your creative prompt. You don't have to be overly technical, just describe the scene, the setting, the tone, and the characters. For example, you might write, "A lone detective walks through a foggy alley at night, lit only by flickering neon signs. He's searching for a lost child, haunted by guilt." That alone is enough for Manus to begin building the story structure. Step 2. Select your model. This is where you tell Manus to use Google Veo 3 for visual generation. Veo 3 gives you the best quality, with advanced video resolution, realistic lighting, and native audio built in. It's your visual powerhouse. Step 3. Add reference images. This is optional, but very helpful. If you have mood boards, style inspiration, or specific visuals in mind, you can upload them. Manus will use these to match your visual tone more precisely, whether that's gritty realism, pastel dreamscape, or cyberpunk dystopia. Step 4. Generate. With your input ready, Manus orchestrates the entire process, assembling scenes, syncing audio, applying camera styles, and maintaining character consistency. It's truly a one-click process to generate a polished video. And here's the best part: you can iterate. Want to tweak the dialogue? Adjust the lighting? Extend the scene? Just go back to the prompt, revise, and regenerate. No reshoots, no editing software. Just pure, flexible creativity at your fingertips. Coming up next, we'll talk about access, membership tiers, what's included, and how to get started based on your needs. Alright, now that you're excited about what's possible with Manus and Google Veo 3, let's talk about access. Specifically, how do you get your hands on this technology? What are the membership tiers, and what features do they unlock? The great news is this: every membership tier grants you access to Veo 3. So whether you're just testing the waters or you're ready to dive deep into high-end production, there's a plan that fits your goals and your budget. Let's start with the basic tier. This gives you standard integration with Veo 3. That means you can input prompts, generate full videos, and experience the cinematic magic of the Manus Veo pipeline. It's perfect for beginners or hobbyists who want to explore without a huge investment. Then there's the Plus tier. This builds on the basic features, but adds more creative control. With Plus, you can fine-tune scene settings, control pacing more precisely, and access a wider library of styles, tones, and character presets. It's a great fit for content creators and digital marketers who need more flexibility. Next is the Pro tier. This is where things get serious. With Pro, you unlock the full feature set, advanced generation tools, higher resolution outputs, longer multi-scene sequences, and priority processing, which means your videos render faster, even during peak usage. This tier is ideal for professionals producing commercial or client-facing content. And finally, there's Enterprise. This tier is tailored for studios, agencies, or large teams. It includes everything from the Pro tier plus integration with Google Cloud Vertex AI. That opens the door for custom workflows, API-level control, and scalable production pipelines. Whether you're an indie filmmaker, educator, influencer, or part of a production team, there's a tier that matches your ambitions. Coming up next, we'll explore real-world examples and use cases so you can see this technology in action. Now let's bring it all together and see how Manus plus Google Veo 3 are actually being used. These aren't just abstract tools. They are being applied in the real world to produce stunning content across a variety of industries. From film to marketing, from education to social media, this integration is reshaping how we create visual stories. One of the most exciting applications is in emulating iconic film styles. Maybe you love the suspense and shadow play of Alfred Hitchcock. Or perhaps you're drawn to the quirky, symmetrical framing of Wes Anderson. You can recreate these styles using Manus prompts and Veo's cinematic generation tools. You don't need a professional set or an expensive camera crew. You just need a vision and the right prompt. Even Studio Ghibli-inspired fantasy worlds are within reach, complete with magical forests, flying creatures, and a sweeping orchestral soundtrack. Then there's character dialogue. Need a heartfelt scene between two siblings reuniting after years apart? Or a snappy back and forth between rival detectives? You can write it, and Manus will deliver it, complete with facial expressions, synced lip movement, and believable emotional delivery. Multi-character scenes aren't just possible, they are easy. For professionals, this means you can create promotional videos, concept reels, training content, and narrative shorts that look and feel like high-budget productions. This is great for marketers, agencies, and educators who need to captivate audiences without blowing through time and budget. We've seen creators use this tool to pitch film ideas, generate visual novels, produce social media campaigns, and even craft animated explainer videos. The variety of use cases is as broad as your imagination. In our final lesson, we'll explore what the future holds and why Manus plus Veo 3 isn't just a trend, but the foundation of a whole new era of filmmaking. And now, we've come to the final chapter in this course, but really, it's just the beginning of a new creative era. The partnership between Manus and Google Veo 3 represents more than a fusion of technologies. It marks the arrival of a new creative standard, one that makes professional, cinematic storytelling accessible to everyone, everywhere. This isn't just about making videos faster or cheaper. It's about raising the bar on what's possible. With this integration, creators don't have to choose between quality and efficiency. You get both. Stunning visuals, immersive audio, lifelike characters, and smart story structure, all without needing a film school degree or a Hollywood budget. The controls are expanding too. We're entering a multimodal era where text, images, audio, and even emotional tone can all be used as inputs to shape the output. It's not far-fetched to imagine future updates where you hum a melody and Manus scores your film accordingly, or where you upload a sketch and Veo builds an entire scene from it. Every month, these tools are getting sharper, more intuitive, and more powerful. And here's what's most exciting. This technology is growing alongside you. Whether you're a beginner experimenting with your first scenes or a seasoned filmmaker looking to speed up production, Manus and Veo 3 are here to evolve with your creative journey. The more you use them, the better they become at understanding your voice, your style, and your unique vision. So what does the future of filmmaking look like? It looks flexible. It looks collaborative. It looks inclusive. And above all, it looks limitless. Thank you for joining this course. Now go, create boldly, direct fearlessly, and bring your stories to life in ways the world has never seen before.